We are going to be doing an I play, you play video. So the first thing I'm going to recommend, and this is something you can do throughout your practice, you can pause this video, is making sure we're practicing painting our air on our hands. Because when we get stuck and we can't get notes out either high enough or low enough, sometimes we just need a reminder how we need to shift our air up. So if our notes are, we need to get lower, we're going to aim our air up. If we need to get our notes higher, we're going to aim our air down. So sometimes practicing that without our trumpet can fix those problems really easily. The next thing we can do is use our frumpets. A lot of times if we're having trouble on a trumpet, if we put it in our frumpet, we'll fix it. So I'm going to try to get it's a G on the trumpet, but it'll be an F when I hold it up to the tuner. See if I can get that on my frumpet. So let's do a little bit of I play, you play on our frumpets. Remember to get that note sitting up nice and straight. This is the first step. Checking the angle of your mouthpiece. Is it the correct angle for you? Aiming your air down, but then pulling the middle of your tongue up like you were saying T. So the middle of our tongue is up, and we start by tonguing, and then our tongue goes down behind our teeth. Okay, here we go. Little I play, you play. And down, up, ready, I go first. Your turn. Your turn. Your turn. Your turn. Very nice. Another thing you can do is practice bending the pitch. So I'm going to tip my tuner on so I can kind of see if I bend. So we're bending that pitch. We want to make sure we're not super low. Like I can make sounds like that on the trumpet, but those aren't going to be focused when I put it in my actual instrument. So practice doing a little pitch bending with your tuner too. Doesn't matter what notes you get as long as they're not too low, and we're adjusting the pitch back and forth using our air direction and our tongue. All right, so we're going to take a look first at number 3. This is in your band book on page 6. I've got it up on the screen. So on number 3, we have 2 different notes. We have our E, our D, our E, and our D. A quick reminder, E is 1 and 2, D is 1 and 3. What we're going to do first is we're actually going to sing the note names first while we do our fingers, because if this is right, when we go to play it, it'll be right. All right, here we go. So I'm going to sing the note name. That's my E, so I'm going to sing E and do the finger for E. Here we go. Down, up, ready, set, E. I'm tapping my toe while I do this. D. Make sure you're singing along with me. I'm not singing by myself. E. And then to our next note. D. Very nice. And singing it, not just listening to me singing, but actually you singing it helps reinforce it in your brain. It's going to make it easier to play. There's a saying on instruments, if you can't sing it, you can't play it. And we're not looking for the most beautiful voice in the world, but we've got to make sure our ears can hear it and our brain's able to do it. All right, here we go. Let's try playing number 3. Make sure sitting up nice and straight. Foot is tapping. Find that angle. Aim that air in the right direction. Tongue's up. Here we go. Down, up, ready, set. Nice job. And you can pause this, you could rewind it and go back and do it again. You can do it without my playing along with you. It's just good to have me as a reference, so if you know you're playing the right note, you're not playing too high or too low. And quick reminder, we need to make sure we are tonguing. So we are starting our note, our tongue right here, and it's going down, to or T or ta, it's going down. We're pulling that tongue up. One way to check this, my laptop's going to sleep. You can scratch the tip of your tongue. And then when you to, you can feel that little fuzzy part of your tongue that you just scratched. You can see if it's in the right place. To, if it's moving down. So that's a good quick check. All right, we are going to move on to number 4, trumpet players. So number 4 has our newer note, our C. This is the lowest note that we've learned so far. It sounds like this. So it's nice and relaxed. Those of you that have a tendency to play notes that are a little bit higher, we're just going to bring that tongue down a little bit. All right, we're going to try our C. C is open. Here we go, guys. Toes are tapping. Play along with me. Down, up, ready, set. Nice job, guys. So that's your C, that was your G, and this is your E. So you can practice going between those notes. We talked about Mary Had a Little Lamb, how you guys actually know all the notes to that. We just want to make sure we're always keeping our air moving. Our tongue is just tapping. It's not stopping the air, it's just tapping the air. All right, we're going to move on to number 5. Trumpet players, we're getting pretty fancy. So in number 5, we start on an E. Then we've got our D, it's dangling off the staff or diving off the staff. We've got C, which is being cut by that little piece of the staff. Then we go back to D. So we're going to note name it, sing our note names, and I want you to sing with me. It is going to help you, I promise you. And we're going to do our fingers at the same time. So that's the first note, we're singing E. All right, here we go. Toes are tapping, fingers and note names. Down, up, ready, set, E, D, C, back to D, D. Very nice. If you got all of those fingers right, your fingers and your brains were working together, great. If you need a little bit more practice making sure you're putting down the right finger with the right note, that is okay. We all kind of practice a little bit differently, have to do things, some people a little bit more than others, at different steps. So if you need to practice that again, go ahead, pause this video or rewind it. I'm going to go ahead and play this time, and if you're ready, you can join me. All right, here we go. Starting on my E, ta, T. Here we go. Toes are tapping. Down, up, ready, set. Switching to D. Switching to C. And back to D. Good. I'll try it again. Here we go. And you can, if you want to sing and do fingers this time, or if you want to play, it's up to you. Whatever's going to help you the most. Here we go. Down, up, ready, set. Back to D. Very nice, trumpet players. All right, we're going to move on to number 6. Number 6 is using those same exact notes. They are just in a different order. So our first note, D, is dangling or jiving off the staff right here. C, it's being cut by that little piece of the staff. We're back up to E, which is the bottom of our staff. Every good boy deserves fudge. E, and then we're back down to D. So of course we're going to sing it and do our fingers first, because that's going to help us make it easier when we go to play it. All right, here we go. We're going to sing the note names, and you're going to sing along with me. Don't make me do all the work. You got to do it with me. Here we go. That's our D. Down, up, ready. Notes and fingers. Here we go. D. I'll switch to C. C. And we're going to jump up a little bit to E. And then back down to D. Very nice. And if you need to go back and practice that again with just your fingers, make sure you do. Because if your fingers are wrong, it doesn't matter what you do with your tongue, your face, your air, your embouchure, any of those things. You got to make sure those fingers are right. All right? So we're going to go ahead and play this time. All right, here we go. Trumpets up, starting on our D. Ta, T. Here we go. Down, up, ready, set. C. Jumping up a little bit to E. And then back down to D. Let's try that again. And here we go. Foot is tapping down to C. Raise that tongue up for E. And then back down to D. Here we go. All right, very nice, trumpet players.